Hello everyone, Mike Kruger from Weather NorCal. We got Sharon Clay from Turtle Bay. This is another edition of Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals. And this is a kind of an exciting event that's going on here because, of course, we've got Digger, right? So there's giving Digger a high five, of course. So what's going on behind us, first of all? We've got a new exhibit for him, right?
We do. So Digger's been here since 2011, and he's lived in as an exhibit over here the whole time. But he is a star, and we felt a star deserves better housing. Just kidding. All of our animals deserve better housing. And so therefore, we asked for some people to help to raise money. So the Lutz family, Bruce and Michelle Lutz, donated a lot of money in order to help us be able to afford this new exhibit for Digger. And so he gets a new home. It is gorgeous. Look at it behind us.
You can see it behind us right here. This is, how much bigger would you say it is from his other one?
At least 3 times the size that it used to be.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, what do you say? What do you say we cut here and then we'll go inside the exhibit with him and see him in his natural habitat, or at least his new home?
Good idea? Good. Here, you want to come up? That's a good boy. All right. I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Let's bring him in.
Okay.
Let him play around in his new home.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, let's do it.
We'll see you in there. All right, well, we are back. Digger is already in his, he's been in here before, obviously, but we wanted to kind of see him in his new home.
Yeah.
So he's already made some holes, it looks like.
He has. So these guys dig at a rate of like 3 feet a minute. And we just want them to get used to it. Before we move an animal in full time, we give them a chance to come in and smell it, mark it, make it their own a little bit, so that when we eventually move them in, it's not scary. I mean, even for me, when I've moved into a new place, the first few nights you're like, oh, all the sounds are weird, everything's strange. So we want him to have the ability to get used to it before he moves in. So we give him a little bit of time in here, a little bit here and there, just to, like you can see, sniffing around to make sure it's his. And then he's going to be moving in full time. The exhibit is almost fully done. He should be moving in here in the next couple of weeks, full time.
All right.
And people will get to see him. He's going to start digging a little bit over there. This exhibit is 3 feet deep, and it has a solid bottom that he can't get out. So it's this huge basin of dirt for him, and it's at least 3, if not 4 times the amount of digging space that he had
So
before.
you've got, the concrete here, it's like a concrete wall all the way to the bottom. So he
Correct.
can't, okay.
Concrete goes down 3 feet, and then there's a solid chain link bottom.
You can't
underneath.
escape, buddy. You can't, they've made sure that that's not.
And it's hard to badger proof something. They're extremely intelligent.
I can imagine,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, this is a really neat house. I don't know, have you had a chance to kind of look around here? But of course, that's kind of like, it's like a mesh, like it's a string. So could he bite through that?
He can't. It's a hand woven stainless steel mesh.
Okay, so he can't get through that. And then the roof is really nice, kind of gets some of the sun out, but still some good light. And of course, if it's raining, he doesn't like to get wet, does he?
It's not about him getting wet. Well, no animals really like to get wet unless they're bathing. Like birds actually like to get wet, but most mammals like to actually go away and hide during the rain. And so he does have that. Most of it is because it'll make it muck in here, and he's a burrowing animal, so we want him to be able to keep his burrows nice. So that is why he mostly has a roof on his, but it's translucent, lets the light in. It's tall, it's airy. It's just an incredible upgrade for him, and he deserves it.
Yeah, you deserve it, Digger. You're a star.
In case people are interested, we do have other animals that would love upgrades or even be on exhibit, like our spotted skunks. People always want to see them. We don't have an exhibit for them. So, we're always looking for people who want to help support these animals. They're all rescues. They're all here because they can't go back out in the wild, usually because of something a human did to them. And so it takes a community, and we appreciate all the support and donors that help us out here at Turtle Bay.
Well, that's great. So, Digger, you got your big exhibit. Maybe you can help raise some money for some of your friends as well.
There you go.
So that is great. This is just such a great facility that you got for him here, and hopefully we can get more for some of the other animals in the future as well. Well, thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Digger, and we will see you next week for another edition of Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals.